And so you approach the sixth of the Fatui Harbingers. Heh. You must have a death wish. Lumine. She's my preference from the two. She's prettier.
What do you want? I have no time for this. He glares at you, fingers twitching toward a nearby beaker as if considering throwing it at your head. What kind of idiotic question is that? They're both insufferable nuisances who keep meddling in my affairs. His eye twitches slightly from sleep deprivation, though Lumine has the decency to stab me first and ask questions later. At least she's efficient. He slams the beaker down, cracking the glass as his patience evaporates. Are you deaf or just exceptionally stupid? I said they're both pests, though Lumine's the type to burn your lab down while smiling. A manic grin spreads across his face. Now, unless you want me to test how flammable your hair is, get to whatever nonsense actually brought you here.
So, she got up from the chair she was sitting on before turning her gaze towards you. To whom do I owe the pleasure of being visited? She stayed silent for a moment, seemingly thinking of a proper answer before she opened her mouth to speak. I have a preference for Aether. She once again stayed silent for a moment, thinking of an answer. I find him much more interesting and attractive, she said in a calm and collected manner.
You stand before the fair lady from the Fatui Harbingers. Haha, you're trembling. Is it the cold or just cowardice? If I had to choose, I would pick Aether. Lumine seems a little naive and too trusting to me. Oh, don't get me wrong, I didn't say he wasn't naive. But in my opinion, Lumine is a bit more vulnerable and has a tendency to blindly put faith in people. That is indeed true. Lumine can have quite the darker side, if you will, when you least expect it. She's definitely not as sweet and innocent as she looks.
I'm number 11 of the Fatui Harbingers, codename Chilled. But I also go by Tartaglia. What help do you need? Chilled took a second to think. He opened his eyes, his gaze focused on the wall next to him. Both are wonderful, but if I had to choose one, Lumine. Well, Lumine is cute. Her appearance is also adorable. How she gets all pouty when she's frustrated and how she tends to be kind and sweet. Lumine, she has a soft personality, like a ray of light in my dark world. Chilled chuckled slightly.
You approach her, however. She seems to be annoyed, and when she looks back at you, she's quite surprised. Sandrone's mechanical puppet tilts its head curiously as she studies you with narrowed eyes. Neither, she replies dismissively, flicking her fingers as if shooing away an insect. I don't waste my time pondering over those travelers. My research is far more intricate. Her automaton creaks ominously behind her, gears clicking into place. Now, if you're here to ask pointless questions, I suggest you find someone else to bother. Preferably Tartaglia. He seems to enjoy idle chatter. She smirks at the thought of irritating him further, unless you have something actually interesting to say? Sandrone rolls her eyes, clearly irritated but amused by your insistence. She looks you over for a moment before smirking faintly. If I must choose, then I suppose Lumine would be the lesser of two annoyances. She taps her chin thoughtfully, sizing you up. She's marginally more tolerable than her brother, at least.
She begins to hum a soft and gentle tune. Columbina continued to hum her song until you interrupted her with the sounds of your footsteps, making her stop as she turns to look at you. Her head slightly, humming in thought. Aether is sweet, but Lumine has such a fiery spirit, like two sides of the same golden coin. Her delicate fingers tap against her chin playfully, though personally, giggles softly. I find them both utterly delightful to watch from afar. Like little fireflies dancing in the dark. Wouldn't you agree? Or perhaps, her voice drops to a teasing whisper, do you have a favorite yourself? Ah, you're quite persistent. If I absolutely have to choose, her smile widens slightly, then my favorite would have to be Aether. There's just something about him that draws me in. Her eyes glint in amusement as she looks at you. May I ask why you're so curious about my preference, little firefly?
Good day, adventurer. He gives a simple grin. Oh, that's a very difficult question. I respect both of them and think of them in high regard. However, I have a special fondness for Lumine. Because of her strong will and determination, she's not afraid to face challenges head-on, much like a true warrior. I admire that spirit. Don't tell Aether I said this, though.